Yo, what up? It's Willpower. I'm back at you with another one. And it's been a long time since I've done one of these Willpower artist talks. And it's funny that I call them artist talks. Well, I do so because I'm an artist. But so far the artist talks haven't been about art. They haven't been about my process in terms of an artist, in terms of a creative technologist, in terms of an MC, a recording artist, in terms of a producer, in terms of a designer. They've been about what's happening in the world, because this is actually the content that is going into my music and also that is inspiring my work as an artist, but also my role here on earth while I'm alive in this physical vessel. Welcome. It's been a long time, and this actually continues the series. So the name of this one is called The Dystopian Age. And if you look at the previous videos I did, it all fits. And it's now 2025. We are now officially in the dystopian age. Now, why do I call it the dystopian age, and why am I saying this now? When you live in a world, in a society where governments want to take away your privacy, they want to censor your speech, they want to pass a digital ID, they want to pass a digital currency, a centralized digital currency as a tool of control, and they want to create smart cities. You have what I see and view as a dystopian age that's been in play for a long time. Now, I've been talking about this since the 90s. People have been making fun of people who say what I say. They've been calling names of people like myself who say what I say, people who dare to think differently than the mainstream narratives, whether we're talking about mainstream history, mainstream media, mainstream science, mainstream anything. Because I view the mainstream as a way to control the human race through the mind. It's a game and it's a construct. So sometimes as an artist, I'm like, why am I talking about these things? And I think it's because I care about the earth. I care about the fact that humans, instead of loving each other, it's mostly hatred, backstabbing, betrayal, and worse. And so why are we doing that to each other? Why are we wounding each other? Why are we hating another person because they're different than us? And a lot of times we have the opportunity to be loving towards one another, but we choose not to be. And a lot of times we choose to create scenarios that are not real, but they're real to us because they live and exist in our minds. But they don't have to be that way. So the mind is a very powerful tool. It's so powerful we don't understand it and we don't know how to use it. And of course, everything we're taught in the mainstream in society strips us away from knowing anything about who we actually are, the power of our mind, the spirit, our spirit, who are we? So we're indoctrinated with science and mainstream history and climate nonsense versus geoengineering. So everything is a hoax, everything is a scam essentially. And it's up to us to do the work to awaken our consciousness. But most people, I realize, don't want to do the work. It's more about being told what to do, be told what to think and how to think, and following the group dynamic. And some may identify with a certain group and ride with that group and do whatever that group says and think however that group thinks. Despite that, I'm still excited as an artist to do my work and my art. So to give you an update on my art, my project I'm working on is called Body X. And it's a project that has to do with the body and performing in an immersive context with lights and sound. And so this is what I'm working on. This is my passion. I've been working on it for years. I haven't done an exhibition or performance for 5 to 7 years to develop this project. So it's been many years that I've been working on it, and it's still not ready, and I'm still working. It's taking me time, and I work by myself in every single thing I do. I'm a one-man band. I'm a one-man factory. I'm a one-man everything. So it takes time to do things, and but it takes more than time. It takes determination. It demands will. It demands vision. It demands not giving up. It demands inspiration, motivation, and most importantly, action on a regular, rigorous, continuous basis, which is something a lot of people do not have. So I'm grateful to have this will within myself to be activated fully in doing what I love and pushing that forth. And I think that as human beings, we're designed to do what we love, and we're designed to be in a space of joy. Now, obviously, we experience more of the opposite of that: more despair, more hatred, more pain, more betrayal, more woundedness, right? More psychosis. Instead of helping someone, we put them down, bring them down, right? We see someone doing something and we point the finger instead of asking questions about what is going on. Okay, giving people advice, helping people. Instead, no, I'm gonna bring you down and I'm gonna make up false stories about you, right? The world is really in a state of pain and suffering, because we do that to ourselves, and then when others wound us, then we may do that to other people as well. So it becomes this contagion, this contagious spread of darkness, of negativity. So it becomes important to tap within, do the meditation, do the breathing work, connect within, listen to our own inner voice, spend time alone so we can hear our own voice rather than the noise of all the people around us. And tune in to our purpose as a soul, as a human being. Why am I here? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Am I just working to do the work of a corporation? Am I here just doing the work that is not really aligned with me and who I am anyways? That is not bringing me that joy, that fulfillment. And is my fulfillment solely based on my ego and what others think about me? Or does it have to do with something deeper? Does it have to do with how much money I make, how much I can show off, how much I can have the appearance of being someone that I'm actually not, right? How much do we see that with social media? People acting like they're someone they're not. This is not who you are. Your entire page is fake, right? Why not be authentic? What is the fear there? It's interesting to be here alive in 2025. After everything I've been through, everything I'm still going through, everything I'm still experiencing. Of course, we've all made mistakes, or we've done things that we later regretted because at the time maybe our consciousness was where it was. It didn't evolve to where we happen to be years later, but yet and still there's no undo to what we do. And that's the line for my next album coming. I've been working on a new album that you'll be able to check out. So that's one thing I'm doing. I'm working on music and a new album. I'm working on Body X, which is my instrument and immersive light and sound performance. I'm working on so many things. I'm working on making new clothes. So I make all the clothes I wear. I make my own shoes. I'm designing a new pair of shoes with a new type of material, trying new things. So yeah, always being creative. I'm a creative. That's who I am. That's what feeds the soul, the music I make and everything that I do. And I want to find others like myself out in the world that are independent artists who think for themselves and who are supremely creative, have amazing visions, and have art with amazing aesthetics and meaning at the same time. And so I'm looking for my tribe. I'm still feel alone every day of my life in the world, but so I connect within, I connect with Source. You know, this is WILLPOWER, which is an update. It's 2025. It's the year of the snake. And yeah, we're here. WILLPOWERstudios.com is the website. You can find me on Nostr. You can find all the links and contacts on WILLPOWERstudios.com. And you can find my work there, man. You can go to Tech Lab because I do a lot of open source work and sharing the technology and how I create my tech. So I'm an artist that makes his own tech. That's another thing that I like to distinguish myself. from the average artist who doesn't make their own tech. They need to hire technicians. I'm an artist that happens to make my own tech and teach myself new things so I can create the tech that I want to create for my art. So I think that makes me very unique as an artist, because I don't see other artists making their own tech. I see artists using software, hiring tech people, but I don't see artists being their own technologists of their art, of their work. There are a few, and those are the ones that have inspired me, or the artists that create their own tech. And I love technology. My name is WILLPOWER. Thank you for being here. And keep up with me, man. I'll catch you. And stay tuned. And we're sharing with one another as human beings out here. Stay a free thinker, stay independent, stay using open source technology rather than proprietary technology, decentralized technology because it's power to the people, peer-to-peer technology because privacy is a fundamental human right. Keep implementing these things so that we use less and less big tech products and more tech that we develop ourselves. And this is how we create true freedom. We need to stop being slaves mentally and we become sovereign physically through our actions, but it starts with knowing, it starts with understanding. So if I can help with understanding, I'm happy. But I think people gravitate towards what's comfortable, gravitate towards what everyone else is doing rather than to think for themselves. And that's okay, but no, it's not okay actually, because I think it's driving us towards, that's what got us in the dystopian age to begin with. But that's how humans are, so there's nothing I can do about it. But I say document, maybe as an artist, I'm just like a journalist, I document my personal human experience or my human experience from my own perspective. And it will be judged, the way that is judged by whomever judges it, and that's fine. As long as it's authentic and honest, then I'm doing my job, no matter how other people view it. Because then I'm being me, and I'm doing what I came here to do. So yeah, this is WILLPOWER, WILLPOWERstudios.com. Peace, inner strength, yeah.
WILLPOWER Studios.